Our next performer tonight is Rachel Teagle. Rachel is a comedian and a playwright and a director, and she recently graduated from my alma mater, Carleton College. Out of the audience. She had a show in the Fringe Festival last summer, and I'm very happy to say that she's going to be making her stand-up comedy debut tonight with us. So please give a warm welcome for Rachel Teagle.
That thing is going to take my hand off. Hey everybody, nice to see you all. Good looking audience we have today. At least the people I can see in the front row. I have no idea about you uggos in the back. So my mom called a few months ago to let me know that the apocalypse was nigh. Because you see, they found a Mayan calendar and an ancient Chinese calendar, and the dates lined up exactly, and the Mayans invented the calendar. So they don't fuck around with dates. So clearly we're all doomed, and according to the Mayans, the ancient Chinese, and my mother, the world will end on December 21st, 2012. Wow, I say, that's soon. Yes, she says. Yes, it is. Then she takes this big, long, generous pause, so I'm worried. So I want a grandchild in my hand by the apocalypse. Not the thought of a grandchild, not one baking in the oven, not a dog you treat like a baby. No, I want an actual physical grandbaby to hold in my hands as the world burns. And she's really serious about this, because she's going to lift the No Sex in My House ban starting in 2011, just to get the ball rolling. I am, however, still forbidden from practicing. And I'm pretty sure she's half kidding, but not about the sex thing. She's a chastity Nazi, my mother. In college, every single phone call was something like this. You know, happy birthday, don't have sex. How are your midterms? Don't have sex. I swear to God, you better not be celebrating Columbus Day. The raper and pillager of your ancestors do not have sex. Really. Don't get me wrong, I love my mommy. My mommy is spectacular and wonderful. She's a sweet little overprotective gynecologist. And when you have a sweet little overprotective gynecologist for a mommy, it's a double-edged sword. Because on the one hand, you can do stand-up comedy pretty easy because you never run out of material. I mean, never. But on the other hand, when I go back to my hometown and I run into a woman in the supermarket, there's a pretty good chance her mom has been, up there in her vagina recently. And this chance increases exponentially if it would make the situation really awkward, like, my best friend's mother, or my elderly calc teacher. That was a fun class. But my mom was a good mommy. She was an excellent mommy, and she tried to instill in my brother and I a love of reading, and she read us a bedtime story every night without fail. Of course, she didn't like children's books, so she read us whatever she was reading at the time. So in first grade, my bedtime story was Jurassic Park. And it would get to the scary parts. So my little brother and I would cry and scream, "Mommy, Mommy, please, don't stop till someone's eaten." And if we were good, we'd get one more corpse. But that's one of my favorite genres, people getting eaten. It's great. I mean, Jurassic Park, all 3 editions. Jaws, Anaconda, Silence of the Lambs. I mean, every Sci-Fi Channel original movie ever made. I mean, do any of you guys else out there watch the Sci-Fi Channel, watch those beautiful original movies? Anybody?
Oh yeah!
Got a couple of doors in the house, good. But if you don't know, they're magic. It makes you wonder about the marvel of the human spirit and how the hell these people got funding. I mean, man-skeeto. Seriously, part man, part mosquito, all terror. Or their most recent venture, Sharks in Venice, which is precisely what it sounds like. The tagline, I believe, was, food critics and predators agree that Italians make the best food. Man, I love people getting eaten. And I gotta say, it's a little weird, because I'm not mean. I'm a really soft-hearted person. I mean, I see a kitten playing out in the snow, and I go, oh, poor kitten, have a saucer of milk. You know, you see a puppy sitting on your back porch looking at you with those big, sad puppy dog eyes. You go, oh, poor puppy, have some kibbles. So you see a velociraptor outside the kitchen window looking at you with those big, sad velociraptor eyes. You go, oh, poor velociraptor, have some children. I mean, it just makes sense. And if any of you are planning on getting eaten by animals, it better be a dinosaur. Because they're the coolest freaking animal ever to live, ever to walk on the face of this planet or any other. Dinosaurs rock. Oh, they're so awesome. If you don't believe me, you can ask any 9-year-old child on the planet. Or you can just sit next to one on the bus and they'll tell you. The velociraptors lived in the Cretaceous period, and they were hunters and they lived in packs like wolves, and they had big claws, single shape on their hind feet, and they were like, and they were purple, and they made this noise. I think that's the beauty of dinosaurs. I mean, I don't know what noise they made. You don't know what noise they made. They make whatever noise that 9-year-old child wants to make at that moment. The limit of dinosaurs is the limit of the human imagination. I think that's a beautiful thing in an animal that's, 3 fucking tons and would eat you. I love dinosaurs. I used to be one of those kids, who could spat out the dinosaur facts. I mean, non-stop, day and night, and it's gone. It's all gone now. Somehow, somewhere in my life, I lost every bit of dinosaur knowledge I knew. I mean, I had to look up velociraptors on Wikipedia for that last bit. It made my heart cry. And I had to wonder, where did it go? What could be so important in my life that I no longer know what period the Triceratops lived in? Then I figured it out. So I was watching TV late at night and started advertising one of those late night CD compilation nostalgia collections. It was like, Sounds of the Millennium. Before I knew it, I was kind of like, bobbing along. Don't want to be a fool for you. Just another player in your game, too. But it ain't nobody, bye-bye. Holy shit. I knew every song on that album. All the space in my head that used to go to dinosaurs now belongs to lyrics from shitty songs, and I was too young to know any better. Holy crap. Boy bands killed the dinosaurs. And that's when I knew I was getting old. I mean, once they start marketing those nostalgia compilation CDs to you, you know that you're entering a demographic with responsibility. And that's scary. But I'm at a weird age. Because I definitely feel like I am old enough to say things like kids these days. Like, kids these days, their Jonas Brothers 3D movie. What the fuck is up with that? But I'm young enough that when I say things like that, people get mad at me. Like, really mad. But really, when you think about it, once you have to spring for that second pack of birthday candles to fill out your cake, what's left? I mean, what do I have to look forward to? Late 20s? Early 30s? Late 30s? Senility, death. Although, somewhere in there comes a bright spot, and I'm so glad that Brock's brought this up earlier, because someday in there comes my eventual cougardom. I am going to be an amazing cougar! I'm practicing. And I'm from California, the land of the cougars. I know a thing or two about how they behave, if you know what I mean. I can just see it now. Walking into a party wearing a dress that a woman half my age would be embarrassed to be seeing it in public, but I don't care, I'm a cougar. That's how we roll. Got a cocktail in one hand, my hair is blowing in the wind, and suddenly across from I spot them. Someone young, virile, and too young for me. Just my type. The hunt is on. I make my way slinking across the perimeter of the room, padding silently on my stiletto heels, my tawny coat blending in with the surroundings. And suddenly I pounce. I grab a lapdog out the nearest purse, take a big old bite, and go, hello! I'm a sexually experienced older woman, and I know what I want. And I want you. I'm sensing some skepticism here. Don't worry though. I got a backup plan. Cougars always make their kill. If the direct approach doesn't work, I will simply dazzle them with my intelligence and the knowledge gained from a life fully lived. Did you know that velociraptor means swift plunderer or bird of prey, according to Wikipedia.com? Chihuahua. Thank you. Good night.